HelloFresh, get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh takes the hassle out of the mealtime this spring by delivering pre-portioned ingredients and easy-to-prepare recipes right to your door. Skip checkout lines and get outside in the warmer weather because HelloFresh has dinner covered. April is Earth Month, and HelloFresh is always committed to a cleaner planet. On average, HelloFresh meals have a 31% lower carbon footprint than the same meals made from supermarket ingredients. Plus, nearly all HelloFresh packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas in the U.S. Y'all know my family and I, we love HelloFresh meals. Recently fixed this wonderful barramundi fish with rice and some shredded carrots. The kids tore it up. These are things that I would not think to do on my own. I made my own little sweet chili Thai sauce. I ain't never did that before, but HelloFresh said, girl, we got you. And it came together so fast, so I was able to cook the meal and then relax with my husband so we could watch some Love is Blind. So this is what we want you to do. Go to HelloFresh.com/SK50.
SK50.
And use code SK50.
SK50.
For 50% off, plus your first box ships free. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/SK50.
SK50.
And use code SK50.
Ooh, SK50.
For 50% off, plus your first box ships free. And we would like to give a shout out to the rest of the sponsors that we have this episode, which are Policy Genius, Noom, and Next Evo. You'll hear more about them later on the podcast. Okay, let me.
5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
That chick angel.
welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. All 2023. Bangers are for you and me. Columbia, South Carolina, I don't even care anymore.
We'll never come back.
If
to
you guys come or not,
city.
it doesn't matter. Whoever comes, you'll get the best show of your life. Whoever doesn't come, I hope you trip over a nail and stub your toe.
I don't. Okay. I'll take a stub.
I don't want you to be hurt, but you know what I'm saying?
That stub of your toe hurts.
I hope like you order a 10-piece spicy and one of your pieces is regular.
Oh, now that.
And it's the piece you bite first.
You don't mean that.
And then you think the whole thing is wrong, so you take it back, and then they bite it, and they're like, "This is spicy." And you're like, "What? You're gaslighting me." And then y'all just keep biting one spicy. Then you just feel like something's wrong with your taste buds.
That breaks some health codes, I'm sure.
Wait.
I want that to happen.
You
Joshua.
wrote this in a movie because that is a scripted experience.
I just made that up on the top of my head.
On the top of your crazy head.
That's maniacal.
Maniacal.
Crazy. All right. For today's episode,
what we doing?
March Madness. Shout out to Future. I saw a tweet that said, "What was the song that made you become a Future song?" And I thought, I have a
Future song.
I mean, a Future fan.
Oh, okay.
And I'm waiting.
Oh,
I'm
you're
waiting.
not one. No. You didn't like.
You don't like March Madness?
I don't. It didn't make me a Future fan. I like that. No. I want to go back to my face the first time I heard that song because I was really enjoying it. I was like, "Oh, K-Dot, J-Rock, oh, Future."
Sound like a what's that little white show my child watches? Coco Melon. That's what it sounds like. You don't like Mask Off? Don't he do Mask Off?
I'm not a fan.
Mask
I think. Can you like some music and not be a fan?
Yeah, that's like me and Drake. I like some of his music. Not a fan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hate him, but I don't love him. All right. So Naima, I don't know her last name. Sermon? No, Music Sermon's her thing. Her name is Naima.
That's a pretty name.
Beautiful name. Named after. I don't know her last name. This is a result of social media, but she is in the music business. She came up, her and her like group, like her Patreon. If you're on Patreon, but you know what I'm saying, her list. They came up with a excuse me.
Come on, it's okay.
Yeah.
March Madness R&B Tournament. Now, a quick aside. She is Gen X, right?
Me.
Is that up? Yeah, she's Gen X.
Where
so
I am.
Anywhere lower in the alphabet is newer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or towards the end of the
So I
alphabet.
remember Gen X because Triple H was Gen X and they were Generation X and like age-wise, and they were Generation X in the wrestling. So
Wait, no.
Booty tail.
So why does it? You don't.
I don't know
Triple H
them.
is?
The hell no! I was not watching
didn't watch wrestling?
Not at that age.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
That's where it originated, right?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Booty Tay can't. I thought that was rappers only.
Oh, you think that's where my mind doesn't know
I've
people's
heard,
names?
I've heard Marcus reference it with
Everything.
everybody.
Booty Tay more than rappers? Wow.
Marcus didn't even know what Booty Tay was. He said, "Where did that come from?" I was like, "Your wife." He was like, "What?"
He didn't know you can't. You were Booty Tay to him.
Nah, Booty Tay. didn't.
Oh, the plot thickens.
It thickens. Booty Tay came out in the dressing that green room when y'all kept talking about these people. You know, when Johnson Mackerslack, he did that album, Sweet Summer Dreams. Track number 6, yeah, the one he did a collaboration with Johnny Smackadoo. I was like, what the I'm so mad. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't ever have to self-edit.
You can do.
I
Take
can't.
your own
No.
advice.
Yes, you can.
Baby Yoda, don't let her put these lies on me, Baby
I
Yoda.
love how you like Angel. It's fine. I'm
Baby,
like,
I don't ever be about to stop myself. I got more control. I don't cuss. Right, Baby Yoda?
You guys still watching Mando?
I ain't seen none of it. There's too much stuff to watch.
Bro, I was
don't
thinking
even
about
watch
it
my own
yesterday.
stuff anymore.
I was thinking about it yesterday, and I started watching the episode of Abbott in real time because it's one of the few times I was home on a Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I was like, wait, I've seen this before. And then I went to Quinta's Twitter, and she said on the 22nd,
Yeah.
oh, we're not back until April 5th. I was like, what? What is
There's too
happening?
much, man.
I don't understand the mid.
And it's not even bad. There's good stuff.
Yes,
I just
I'm overwhelmed.
can't. I'm also making stuff. I'm writing things. I'm developing things. I'm in stuff. When I be in stuff, I don't go back and watch it. Most of the time, workplace comedy. And I used to think actors were lying.
no,
Man. Like, I'm usually, by the time that comes out, I'm doing something
doing
else.
something else. Josh's haircut looks amazing.
He's
Just
cute
FYI.
with a
Thank you,
punted.
man. Kev, they said you cussed yesterday?
No.
Kevin don't
People
know.
just
This
want
is
me to-
no,
On
no,
that
no.
podcast first?
Let me tell you, Kevin, you do it enough in your regular life that you don't catch yourself the way you think you do. Bless your heart.
Pussy is not a cuss word.
Pussy is a cuss
Not
word.
to me. I decide what's
You can't
cuss.
you can't say it in school.
I say pussy, though, in life. I don't never feel like that was a cuss word.
It's a cuss.
Sounds
Pussy
icky.
is?
Pussy is a cuss word.
I like saying that. It's one of my faves. I never thought I was cuss. I've been saying that for years. I just don't say it in public. I usually say coochie. That's my regular version.
That's a filtered version.
Coochie.
Pussy, coochie?
Coochie's a more.
Puss in boots ain't cuss.
It's not the full word,
He ain't
Pussy
in
ain't nothing but
boots.
a cat.
but it's an adjective, not just now.
Well, a bitch ain't nothing but a dog. But you gonna say that on here?
Wait, what?
Bitch is a female dog.
Let me look at the dictionary. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Scared me how loud that was.
Now you say it.
Nah.
See?
Nah.
Anyway, March Madness R&B Gen X.
Yes.
Gen X. All right. So the reason I said her group is Gen X is because, and I didn't notice this until the Patreon pointed it out, Drew Hill didn't make the list. Her group voted on solo men, solo women,
Group men, group women.
group men, group women. So I'm scrolling because I'm like, I'm trying to see who Drew Hill's gonna go up against so they can beat them in my mind. And I'm like,
Oh, she is the true Gen X then.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Her group felt like, apparently she said, because her group did all the voting and the seating. They felt like Drew Hill was more 2000s. And I was like, how? Cisco was 2000s.
Yeah,
But Drew Hill's biggest hits were recorded and released in the 90s.
Absolutely.
Right? They still had some like carrying it over, but their big stuff was probably 95 to 99.
I definitely remember Drew Hill in high school.
Yeah, me too. Like, and middle school. Like, they're smaller than me, like Reese's Pieces. I was riding a bike then. So, we're just going with what we wanted to do. I wanted to take one of these groups out and put Drew Hill in because I don't care. Matter of fact, for Angel's sake, we're going to do this because we're just going to make one quick adjustment. Shy is out.
Get him out of here.
Shy is out. And we're going to
How the
put...
hell they make it up in there?
We're going to put Drew Hill over Shy because we're just going to make this one adjustment.
Okay, there it is. I was like, wait a minute, where?
We're going to put Drew Hill over Shy because I don't exist in a world where Drew Hill's not considered R&B. And we can make our own adjustments. We're not going to make any more because I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But absolutely getting Shy out of here because I don't think Angel, they wouldn't have made it out the first round anyway.
They would, and it's not their fault. Let me
Yeah, and I
just say
wasn't
that.
gonna, like-
It's not Shy's fault. They probably are amazing. It is the young black men that love the song that killed that whole group for
I
me.
get it. It was all the talent shows.
Yeah, that's
All right.
it.
So we're going to start. I actually don't know how long this will take. So here's how we're doing it. Me, Angel, and Josh are 3 people. We're all gonna vote.
I'm gonna try it too, guys.
We're gonna vote, and the let me read to you the criteria.
Josh, you millennial?
Barely made it.
Yes.
Actually, made it by 2 years.
I'm like a millennial cusp.
This is perfect.
Astrology. That's why
You're true millennial.
True.
I am.
I think.
Zennial.
Zennial.
And then you are Gen Y-ial.
Well, no, I got a 3-year gap.
He's 3 years in.
I got 3 years because 96 is the end of.
I think they call them baby millennials.
BM.
Within the last 3 years.
No.
Okay, all right, we good.
But we're in different areas.
Yeah, we're in different areas.
Different
That's
pockets.
good. That's
So
good.
here's the criteria. So we are all on the same page when we're voting.
Okay.
All right. The criteria is, and also he who shall not be named is out because she just didn't want to deal with it.
Absolutely.
And I get it.
And I wasn't a huge fan anyways. I'm listening. I'm just going to give me granola. You can put it a tight on him, Josh, as I grab
All
this
right.
and listen.
So I'm just going to read the whole thing. Oh, no. Here's the thing I was trying to find. I encouraged everyone to choose the acts that best represent the sound and feel of the 90s. Best represent the sound and feel of the 90s. That means not your personal faves, but best represent the sound and feel of the 90s.
This is why I say I'm going to try.
Artists who were still recording and charting in the 1990s, but transcend being defined by any one decade. Patty, Aretha, Gladys, Barry White, the Isleys, Anita Baker are excluded. Oh, I'm sorry. Anita Baker's in. Yeah, no, right.
Mariah Carey not on here?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the next thing.
Okay, sorry.
Artists who were global and megastars at the time, like Mariah, Whitney, Sade, Janet, Prince, Michael, are also excluded.
So it's for the sake of overshadowing.
Yes.
Okay,
because you
that makes. I was confused. I was
No,
like,
they
there's some
go
names
dip
that I
in
feel
and
like-
out, and you, Michael Jackson, you put him in, people going to just make him win anything.
Okay.
And as much as I love Michael, I don't feel like his
He
sound
don't.
felt the 90s. When you're talking about 90s R&B, he had some Teddy Riley beats, but some New Jack
Quincy.
Swing feel.
He had some Quincy too.
Yeah, he had but he wasn't 90s
He
R&B.
was definitely not R&B. He was way more pop.
Yes,
He was way more pop than R&B.
way more pop. He ain't the king of R&B.
No.
All right, first up in the
Yeah.
solo women bracket, we're gonna just go down and around.
Let's do it.
Solo women: Mary J. Blige versus Phyllis Hyman. This one's easy for me. Either one's okay. Come over here with the left. Yeah.
Let's see if it happens,
Get a
guys.
pocket. Get a pocket. Bang.
Yes, sir.
They
All
never
right.
miss. It's crazy.
We
We in this dancery.
in this dancery.
What Phyllis sang?
I don't know. I know more. I actually see more of her.
I have zero knowledge on Phyllis.
I see
Let me
more
tell
of
you
her
what.
interviews on YouTube about how beautiful she was and how interesting she was. I think she was an actress as well, if I'm not mistaken, or she did
Phyllis
some acting.
Hyman hits.
But I'm no disrespect to Phyllis, but Mary J might go to the Final Four just on 90s R&B feel and sound of the 90s.
Yeah, I
So-
don't know these songs.
I didn't grow up listening to a lot of Phyllis. I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect.
Oh, you know how to love me. You know how to love me.
I love how you sang it.
All right, next up, Tamia. Oh, do we all
She got
agree
a song
on?
from '77. Why is she in this?
Yeah, her sound is so heavily influenced from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
No, she ain't a good one. But
Okay.
Phyllis is dope.
I agree.
All right, well, she was a later seed in the bracket.
Later seed. She was
Later
16 seed.
No, I
16
believe it.
seeds are not supposed to be beating number 1 seed. It's supposed to be a walk in the park,
Uh-huh.
usually. All right, so this would be an 8-9 matchup. Tamia versus Deborah Cox.
Oh my God.
Out the gate, that's pretty tough.
Oh my God.
And they both have an iconic song each.
How do you
Hold
go
on.
from how did you get here?
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's
to,
Deborah, right?
That's
Yeah,
Big Deborah.
Okay, cool. I know that one. I know that one.
And she sang that in your
I got
face.
She did. I got a real man here in my eyes. Deborah Cox
Man.
is the one.
Wow.
You better
Hold
sing,
on.
Angel
Listen,
Lakita
that's
Ward
my
takes
Tamia
you.
song.
I thought you were gonna go the "I'm So Into You." That's my favorite
She got
Tamia
that
song.
one too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Deborah Cox was the voice behind. A little fun fact: she was the voice behind Whitney in that good Whitney movie when they had the rights. Deborah Cox
okay.
re-sang them
Okay.
Whitney re-sang them Whitney songs. for them.
Who remixed "I'm So Into You"?
Childish Gambino.
No. There was another one. I gotta look it up. There was another song, unless that's the original.
Y'all know I have 4 boys and I have a husband, and they mean the world to me. And I want to make sure that if the Lord calls me on home before he calls any of them home, that I surely make sure they are taken care of. And this is why I have life insurance. Now, you might be wondering, how did I get my life insurance? How did I figure out which plan would be best for me? The honest to God truth is I use Policy Genius. If you have a family like I do, you know how much your loved ones depend on you. And in worst case scenario, you wouldn't want them to worry about money. A good life insurance plan can give you the peace of mind that if something happens to you, your family will have a safety net to cover mortgage payments, college costs, or other expenses so that they can get back on their feet and focus on what matters most. So you might have coverage already provided by work. Employer-sponsored life insurance may not offer enough protection for your family needs, and it won't follow you if you leave your job.
It won't.
Now is a great time to take the lead to future-proof your family's finances by getting life insurance, and Policy Genius gives you a smarter way to find and buy it. Literally, I went on the website, I filled out a quick, brief questionnaire. I end up being able to talk to someone on the phone where we discuss what amount of insurance would work best for me to make sure my family was okay if something were to happen to me. And I ended up doing a medical exam based off of the amount of coverage that I wanted. And it was super duper quick. They told me which of their insurers was going to offer me the best rate. And then we signed up. It was that simple. Both me and Marcus got our insurance through Policy Genius. I do believe, actually, this time last year, in April of last year. So, Policy Genius was built to modernize the life insurance industry. Their technology makes it easy to compare life insurance quotes from America's top insurers in just a few clicks to find your lowest price. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $25 per month for $1 million of coverage. Some options offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. Policy Genius has licensed agents who can help you find the best fit for your needs. They work for you, not the insurance companies, which means they don't have an incentive to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance. There's no added fees, and your personal details are private. No wonder they have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot. Your loved ones deserve a financial safety net. You deserve a smarter way to find it and buy it. Head to policygenius.com or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com.
We're going to be in here all day if we start listening to this song.
This is going to be tough.
I'm going to listen to the whole song.
This is going to be a 3-hour episode.
Sorry, I just needed to help me get back to this song.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Oh, he sampled it?
Big Fab. Yeah. I remember because there was a rap on it. That's how I was initially introduced to it. And then I knew the original.
It do take a minute.
I am so into
This is very hard. I really like.
Come on. Done to me, I can't. I'm going with Deborah.
I was going to say, my thing is, I love Tamia and her music, but if it's the sound and feel, here's going to be my argument. You're going to hear both. If you have a playlist, hey, it was a 90s party, y'all pull up. Mm-hmm. And you are circling for this playlist, you are more than likely going to make sure How Did You Get Here is in that playlist first. I feel. So I'm going with Deborah. Josh.
Oh, man, I might go with Tamia.
She is so they're very
That's a bop.
Quintessential. It is.
Come on, man.
And also Tamia, I just want to meet her. She seems very nice.
She's, first of all, looks gorgeous.
Yeah, very pleasant.
And her voice is like, if I was like, God, give me a different singing voice, I would want hers over everybody.
Really?
I love her voice. She doesn't carry much weight up to her belt, so she ain't gonna never lose her voice.
So Patreon's making a good point. They're saying Tamia had more songs that was popping in the 90s. Deborah's was big, but she don't have as many others.
That's not what the
overall sound.
But here, the overall sound. But if you have more, the argument could be made. If you have more songs that fit the overall sound,
we are not going to get through the first round.
I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying
7 o'clock tonight. If you don't, we're gonna still be on this. Tamia married Grant Hill, who was a big basketball player in the 90s.
And so
who did Deborah Cobb man?
The category to make the Sweet 16 has to be.
This is the reason why I say Deborah. When I think of 90s R&B, when I think of ballads,
Yes, that's what.
that is the sound. To me, his songs were definitely had 90s feel, but like I'm talking about, you're going to have the money note that nobody else can hit.
And the big long.
The big long note.
Going big
you're
long.
going to have the bridge. Okay, it's the
good bridge.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like 90s R&B songs have to be your karaoke song. You don't really pull Tamia's songs for karaoke.
These are good.
That's why it's Deborah.
Guys, listen, just Patreon. Just know we're not all going to agree on this. This is why it's a bracket. You can choose your own winner in your own bracket. I'm going with Angel.
Oh, yeah. Stranger in my house, too. Oh, that's Tamia. Took a while to figure it out. Oh, she can sing.
Are you still staying Deborah?
Yeah. There's
Either
no
way.
you can be who you say you are.
You better go. All right.
That's a good karaoke song.
Sorry, Josh. All right.
It's all good. I'll down.
This next one should be easy. Aaliyah versus Vanessa Williams.
Oh.
If we're not talking about Soul Food, the movie, or pageants,
Talking sound.
we're
They said Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams.
Next
God
to
bless you.
Aaliyah, that's not even fair to her.
It's not even.
That would be an upset.
There's no
somehow.
way. And I like Vanessa Williams as much as anybody else in the world.
I think we could unanimously.
That we can move on.
What was her one song?
Vanessa Williams had that one song that do not sound like 90s R&B. For sure it don't.
What did she saying? Vanessa
She said, I believe the children are the future or something.
Williams. Hold on.
It's something like that. Save the best for last.
You went and saved the best.
That's big 94.7 The Wave, though.
Oh yeah.
Big
Come on,
94.7
with
The
that
Wave.
flute.
This is not a 90s R&B song, though.
This is more 80s. Used to know.
This song was just out in the 90s.
Yes. Now we're standing face
Vanessa Williams was
to
doing
face.
everything, wasn't she?
Because she's pretty. Isn't this world a crazy place?
She had what happened with her in the pageant? She got in
Nude?
trouble?
I think she
was
showed
naked?
up nude somewhere.
Okay, that's
And
what
they
she was
said,
naked.
give me that dang old crown.
Give me that crown.
But she's still working.
And
her
even
and
if
her
you were
brother.
new, you could get your crown of glory. Yes, he was in our show.
We worked with her brother, Chris.
Chris.
We saw all his vacation pictures. He showed us all of
Man,
them.
he had that house.
He said, look at this. It's in the
He
jungle.
sat down and had a photo book.
Yes, he did.
All right, moving on.
This one's
Aaliyah.
tough.
Erykah Badu and Maya.
Okay.
Man, okay, so here's my problem, Angel. Go ahead. You was going to say something. What you was going to say,
Okay.
Angel?
So defined. This is the thing. You said Erykah Badu?
Yes.
Badu. What time do we start this, just so I
just
know?
said-
Like
We
15?
are about 18 minutes in.
Okay.
I was sitting here thinking Lauryn Hill, and then I was like, that's not who he said. He said Erykah. When was all of her hits, though?
In the 90s.
Oh, my,
No, I think
my,
Window
my.
Seat was in the... No, she's had hits outside the 90s.
Erykah defined neo-soul
That's
R&B.
what I was going to say.
So are we not, is that a part of what we're saying R&B is?
The thing is, we just include Erykah's songs in the 90s. Everything. But she technically sound and feel of the 90s. Her music did not sound like other people's music.
Also, though, Erykah
Big
is,
neo
I
soul.
feel like Erykah is a borderline artist that kind of overshadows a lot, too, because of her legacy.
I'm gonna go with Erykah Badu because the 90s was defined by neo soul. Neo soul had
That's
its
a great
heyday.
point.
They said Maya didn't define a thing.
Maya was on the Rugrats.
Man.
She did.
She was on Rugrats.
What was that movie with the person running for?
Bullworth.
Yeah, what was the song?
Bullworth. Bullworth. Me and Maya was off. No, it had one of them Fugees in it.
Yes, come on. What is it? We're gonna do this. I'm so sorry.
Bullworth.
Ghetto superstar.
Uh-huh.
That is what you are. Started from afar. Reaching for the stars. Run away with me to another place. We'll be lying in each other's arms.
From one morning to the other. Get on up. But no.
That's not overshadowing
But no.
Erykah, though.
Yeah.
I don't care. Category, whatever Naima said is out.
I'm
Moving
gonna
on.
have a blast. I'm gonna be singing every song, so
man.
buckle in, mother.
Erykah Badu,
Mother
sorry,
effers.
Maya, we love you. You were great in House Party.
And Creole lady mama line. But
All
that was
right,
2000.
Brandy Norwood
Okay.
and Shanice.
Now let me tell you, I Love Your Smile still has a chokehold on me.
Really?
She's voice number 2 that if God said, who do you want? I was like, give me Shanice in the flat bangs.
Give me Shanice.
But it's Brandy.
I love your smile. This song is not ringing a bell immediately.
I love your smile.
Oh, it's a great video. I was seeing the video, but the music was. That nigga was smiling at that.
Get it,
Kevin. The nigga, take 3. Woo.
You know what makes me mad, Kevin, about you? Kevin can actually dance.
Oh, yeah.
This is MC Hammer.
Whatever. This is an aside. What pisses me off about Kevin is that he fakes so many things. He fakes like he's not good at a lot of things, but he's good at all the things, and it pisses me off.
Melissa says that all the time.
Yes.
She be like, Kev do whatever he want to do. He decided to
and
do
he be like, I can't do this, and then does it, and I'll be like, you lying ass nigga.
We love you, Shanice.
I love her too.
We gonna move on.
And she still got a voice.
I love your smile. Best of you and Flex. That's Flex and Shanice, right?
Yeah, that's her. That's her husband. And that girl still sings. She sang at Erica Campbell's church. Warren and Erica Campbell's church, and sang down.
Sang down. But Brandy, I mean, come on.
Come on now.
Faith Evans and Shantae Moore.
Faith.
Respectfully.
We got to talk about
Respectfully.
Tony Braxton and Stephanie Mills. I think Stephanie Mills is more defined 80s. By the previous era.
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like that might have been where the cusp of my era.
Yeah. No, Stephanie Mills, Melissa's mom loves Stephanie Mills.
What's like one of her go-tos?
Home.
I'm Stephanie Mills. Like General Mills.
Stephanie Mills did the What's the Face It with Shaka Khan.
Mm-hmm. The verses.
With
Shaka. If you're doing the verses with Shaka,
I feel good.
You don't deserve to be in no 90s.
Come on.
All over.
I feel good all over. And she sound like that. That's 80s sound.
That's 80s. This is how you know Naeem and them people just a little bit older.
Yeah.
Put Stephanie Mills in there.
Stephanie.
Go ahead and put Stephanie Mills.
Something so real.
All right. Monica Kelly Price.
Monica.
I'm going to agree that it's Monica.
Yeah.
I feel like Kelly Price still had a lot of 80s R&B influences on her voice. Not so much Stephanie Mills.
Yeah.
But like early Whitney.
Yes.
Type of voice.
Big gospel.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of 90s R&B ain't nothing but church kids who
yeah, absolutely.
That church chords to singing. It's all but Monica is quintessentially 90s R&B.
Because then Kelly redid Superwoman, right? I'm not your Superwoman.
She did.
That's an 80s song.
Ain't that Stephanie Mills song?
It is.
That's Stephanie Mills song, ain't it?
Superwoman. I'm not your Superwoman. You know that song, Josh? Nope. Okay, all right.
Josh, you don't know that one.
Kind of girl that you can don't let me down.
This is Karen White.
Oh, no, that's Karen White.
Karen White was working, though.
What was she working on?
She had a lot of songs at that time. Yeah. All right. We in agreeing that it's Monica.
Monica, Before You Walk Out My Life, right?
Yeah.
Before you walk out my... Monica also has the 90s ad-lib. Only want to be right. Ain't nobody pronounced right like that. Before you walk out my life.
I can make a move, but I won't. I know
Monica had them heels on in that.
Yes, she did.
She had them big old heels on when she was sitting on that curve.
She had these two stuck to the bottom of her shoe.
All right, SWV and Brand New Heavies. I ain't gonna hold you.
Who is Brand New Heavy?
I don't know.
That sounds like my period every month. Brand New Heavy. There you go.
We got to talk about this SWV and Escape stuff. The Tasha and Tamika boy, they don't know how to do reality TV.
They don't.
They doing all the good stuff. Y'all supposed to be getting seasons. Y'all doing all the stuff on YouTube. Listen, you got to be like Candy and do supplemental stuff. Y'all introducing new information on YouTube.
Record it as a confessional.
Send it into you wait. Now you have storyline. You got too many storylines. But we're going to hold it for Bald and the Beautiful. Because I was like, girl, y'all, Thanksgiving going to be terrible for y'all this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be awful.
Oh, yeah.
Want to take a quick break from the show to talk to you about one of our amazing sponsors, Noom. Listen, I ain't going to hold y'all. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was working out so hard about 3 weeks ago, and I mean working out tough. I was running on one of those free run treadmills, one where it goes as fast as you can run. Me and Melissa were racing each other, basically. Our trainer was like, oh, Alyssa got up to 23 miles per hour. So I got up to 24. And Alyssa went on. She got up to 25. So what do? I get up there. I'm like, I'm going to hit 26. And I hit 26. And when I hit 26, a sharp pain ran down from my hind parts down to around about my knee. And I strained my hamstring, okay? I felt it. I thought I tore it. First I thought I had a cramp. Then I thought I tore my hamstring. Lo and behold, it was just a strained hamstring. So what I do, I got to ice my leg. I got to take a week off, month off. And because I'm not working out, am I eating right? No. Because in Kevin's mind, you're either doing things amazingly or not at all. I'm going on my 6th week now of not doing right. And I'm going on vacation. So, that's out. Vacation and eating right don't even exist to me. But when I get back, it's water, Noom, and working out. And this is why I like Noom. Noom, when I hurt myself, it said, dang, Kev, that's whack, bro. I'm sorry for you. I know that was tough to deal with. But when you get back, it's going to be there. Noom is like that friend where you got to cry and Noom going to hold you. It's going to rub your back, right? That's a good cry, rub your back. And it's going to pat the back of your head. And I ain't got no hair back here, so I feel the love. It can get right to the scalp and the meat of the matter. And that's why I love Noom, because I start and stop more than a child learning to drive stick shift. It is a struggle. It's just, yes, bad, good, yeah. Angel been working out good. I be watching her stories. I be just look at her go. And I'm eating Oreos in the bed at 7. Luckily for me, Noom knows me, and Noom takes care of me. And Noom going to be there when I get right back. Now, I was supposed to be in shape by the time I turn 40. Right, I got a group chat with me and Melissa, my trainer, said best shape of my life before 40. About 3 weeks ago, I just changed that to 41 because 40 is coming up too quick. I'm definitely not going to make it by 40. But if you struggle like me, try Noom. Noom is a psychology-based approach. With their approach, it helps you build more sustainable habits and behaviors. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings and why you either all in or all out. Is it a science thing? Is it because I'm a Taurus? I don't believe in astrology. I love Jesus. But listen. Stop chasing health trends and build sustainable, healthy habits with Noom's psychology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at noom.com/SK.
SK.
That's NOOM.com/SK.
SK.
To sign up for your trial today. Also, check out Noom's first ever book, The Noom Mindset, a deep dive into the psychology of behavior change. Available to buy now wherever books are sold.
702 is it Zane?
Mm-hmm.
Pronounced Zane?
What does Zane sing? With a Z or X?
Z-H-A-N-E. It's pronounced Zane, right? I don't want the black people.
Zane?
Is it Janae?
No, I don't know.
I never said it out loud, really.
Sending my
Hey, Mr. DJ.
to
man.
you.
Oh,
Hey, hey, Mr. DJ. Hey,
don't like this
Mr.
song?
DJ.
No, this is not the
You
only
can
one.
get this
But this one is.
They also sing.
Wait, this 702 or Zane?
Zane's
Zane.
all night.
Oh.
All the girls are ready. So we're gonna.
Pronounced
so
Janae.
we can party to the beat.
Pronounced Janae. Didn't they have an
That's what
album
I
called
said.
that? Pronounced Janae?
Probably, because they needed the help.
I said they did sending my love to you.
That's going to be tough. 702, what is their biggest song?
It's Zane.
Get It
Zane.
Together.
Sending with the kiss.
Get it together.
They had Where My Girls At.
Where my girls at? On the
Yes.
front.
Where My Girl? Oh, that's wrong.
Boom Like a 808?
Boom. I thought that was black. That was black. Boom Like an 808 was black with a Q.
It is at black, you're right.
Yeah, no. They did.
Stilo, you know
Where My
Stilo?
Girls, Run, feel that, put one hand up, can you repeat it? Boop, 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 boop.
This is a very 90s R&B.
How I low.
It's Janae, though. I'm sorry. Shout out to y'all, 702. But hey, Mr. DJ alone. That's 90s
That
R&B.
helps. That's in a playlist of 90s R&B.
Every time. That might be the first song you play to let people know what era you finna be in today.
Hey, Mr. DJ. Yeah.
Hey, all right, so that's
Janae.
All right. Next up, we have Changing Faces.
This ain't our wheelhouse. I just don't remember names,
and
girl.
Escape.
And I surely wasn't listening to gospel in the 90s, girl. I was already in these streets. Who?
Escape versus Changing Faces.
No, I was Escape or Changing Faces. Escape. Escape, definitely.
Brownstone and Sounds of Blackness.
Brownstone.
I wouldn't even consider Sounds of Blackness 90s.
They
R&B.
are 80s. As long as you keep your head to the sky.
You see that white lady? You can win, child.
No.
I made that video for her. You can win, child.
As long as you keep your head to the sky.
That's a life lesson.
Absolutely. Next is In Vogue versus Cut Close. I don't know who Cut Close is.
Let's find
In
out.
Vogue.
Cut Close.
Cut Close is...
Is cut.
Oh, with
now watch us know this song, but I ain't gonna know.
Probably.
We know it. We know these songs. I don't remember it. Hold on, let me get it closer. The way. Yes. You all lost this round, Cut Close. I remember this song.
You know this?
Yes. I like the way. Ooh. Yeah. No, but they ain't it.
I don't think I've ever heard this song.
Lights,
is that their biggest song?
Let me see.
It has their most YouTube video views.
Oh, they said
Surrender? Is that
they said they were on Twisted.
That's what I'm playing.
They were the group on Twisted.
I think so. Keith Sweat group.
Keith Sweat is 280s for me. No.
So they're out.
Yeah, they're out.
Okay, so that means next is Total versus Groove Theory.
Ooh,
Groove Theory has a song just like Hey Mr. DJ.
Yeah.
Which is such a
Mr.
doggone
Window.
Tell Me is such a 90s R&B song.
Yeah.
Ba-doop, boop, boop. Ba-doop, doo, doo.
Oh, man.
Boom, boom. Ba-doop, doo, doo.
I was doing the wrong group. This is Amelia Rue on here.
Yeah, singing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I had one of her songs at my wedding. She still looks great too. My own thing.
This is it, Joshy. This is hey, what's up now, Josh? I see you. John, go get you something to eat. They got them ribs on there.
Every time I look
Angel,
in your eyes,
put them kids in that bouncy house. Go on and get you some ribs. Or you don't eat pork. Get you some chicken. We got some chicken on the grill. What's up now, stage crew? Yeah, y'all go and grab a seat. No, we gonna be here all night. We just got here. They on them spades over there. They on them spades right there. You call next. Y'all be on the you Marcus gonna get on them spades. Yeah.
So tell me if you want me to.
Yeah.
Sing, Kevin.
Total.
Get him out of there.
What is their big song? Kissing You?
Yeah, kissing you is all that I've been thinking of.
The nigga wasn't even on that song like that.
Is
Is Total on Bad Boy?
I wanna kiss you with paw prints tattooed across her chest. Kissing you is
all right, sorry.
all that I've been thinking about you.
All right, next is A Walk in the Park.
That's what you sound like.
TLC and Soul to Soul.
I
ain't gonna hold you. Bless y'all, Soul to Soul.
I'm sorry, Soul to Soul.
Unfamiliar.
You don't remember Soul to Soul?
I don't remember Soul to Soul.
Kevin.
I don't know him, Angel.
Kevin.
Soul to Soul, Back to Life. What y'all said? 87 million views? Hold on. Do I know this song?
Oh my God.
Did not know this was them. How do you want it?
However do you need me?
The strings are so dramatic.
However do you need me?
You go now. Now pause.
However do you need me? How you want me?
Either way.
Oh, this is
However do
fire
you need
though.
me?
Not even close. The niggas was killing it in the video though.
Hmm?
I had no idea that's who that was.
Those drums
they were
though sound a little bit more 80s.
Oh yeah, they
had a little bit of New Jack Swing. It's like early 90s, early 90s.
Look at them. They were dressed 90s, but
That looked like Milli Vanilli.
However do you want me?
All right,
But
and
they're not
next-
taking TLC off the board.
Oh hell
No, not in the first round. Destiny's Child and Jade. Bye, Jade.
We're gonna do Destiny's Child, even though Jade definitely gives me 90 feels.
Don't walk away. This is a very 90s song. Listen, them groups ain't gonna get you one book. They might then get you set. You gonna get bored. But a lot of these groups gonna get you one.
Hey, that
We love that.
I will say this. Destiny's Child definitely defined what the late 90s started to sound like.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. They might get out earlier than you think for 90s. Because their big stuff was 2000s on. But they had some
They
90s.
had some huge hits in the 90s.
They did, but they had big hits was in the Bills is 2000s, ain't it? Or is it 90s?
90s.
90s?
Yeah. So they did what's the one that they did with Wyclef Jean? What was that first one?
Say My Name?
No. That was 2000s. That's when they kicked the other girl out.
This is the remix.
You been saying no.
Yeah.
Bills, and Say My Name was 99.
Yeah,
see, that's barely making it.
But
that's fourth quarter.
That's fourth quarter, and that don't really sound 90s R&B to me.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying.
They changed the sound.
The transition into 2000s.
Yeah, they changed the sound of 90s. Like their sound definitely was something new that we were like, what is that?
Like Usher's 8701 album came out in 2001, but it always gets included in 90s R&B. I
was gonna say.
Because it don't end the moment it turned 2000. No, you know what I'm saying?
Usher's gonna be tough.
He gonna be tough because 8701 is clearly in the 2000s, but that is it be in the 90s R&B play. Now Confessions, that's not 90s R&B as much.
I'm not being biased. I don't think that's
you are being biased. Ain't nothing wrong with being biased. We are biased.
No, I'm really listening to the rules.
This is 100% based off of our bias.
Absolutely. All right, we're moving over to the men's side of the bracket. The first round is done for the women's groups and men and groups and solo. Eric Benet versus Usher.
Eric Benet.
Wait, what do you mean? Eric Benet is out.
No,
you're picking Eric Benet over Usher.
We're not doing this.
No, but this is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But this is what I'm talking about, though.
You're not being for real.
I'm being dead serious.
Because hold on,
vote her out. Get her off the island, Josh. Somebody says she biased, and the next thing out of her mouth is Eric Benet over Usher.
This is why. Let me tell you why. I didn't really start listening to Usher until the 2000s.
Me neither.
You was just missing out.
I was a boy.
So none of his 90s songs are in my repertoire.
My Way?
My Way was the 90s?
Yes. My Way just turned 25. She likes it my way.
Let me see.
My Way. That whole album is
97.
But I say go
when I'm in control.
That whole album. That's My Way.
You got me
on
Eric
Benet is, first of all, every time I think of Eric Benet, I see
Jay-Z?
Gary Dordan in my head.
I think Jay-Z.
Oh, when you think of Eric Benet? What?
Oh, because he talked in the 444? Yeah. Get Eric Benet out of here and go talk to Holly Berry.
Because Eric Benet sang that song, Spend My Life With You, with Tamia.
Eric Benet got slow jams?
Nothing will change the love inside.
I did not consume much Eric Benet. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. Now this one gonna upset some people. The next one is Luther.
Get him out.
And Joe. Come on, man.
Luther is 80s.
He's so 80s.
That's not
you
fair.
You are never putting on a 90s R&B playlist.
That's not respectful for Luther to be.
No. He in here with children. Y'all got him at a bouncy house. And Luther is an 80s artist. He's not an R&B artist like that. Like 90s R&B sound. I don't think. But was he making R&B though?
Luther is not the winner. May God rest his soul.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
All right. Next up is D'Angelo and John B. Listen, I'm sorry, John B. I don't care what. They don't know how you gonna be no black man named D'Angelo.
You're my angel, yeah. But I'm gonna take that naked D'Angelo. Again, neo soul. That was a huge part of the 90s.
He's defining.
Mm-hmm.
And
how does it feel alone?
How?
Brown sugar, baby. I guess high.
Talking about weed. I was like, I didn't realize that.
I thought he was talking about a girl.
This, of course, because we were church kids.
We're like,
get high off your love, don't know how to behave. I want some of your salvation. Ooh.
All right, next up is Tevin Campbell and Gerald Levert. Gerald Levert.
It's Tevin for me.
Gerald, I love Gerald, but I don't consider Gerald. I don't consider Gerald 90s R&B. And Tevin got one of them songs that if you don't hear it, you're gonna be mad.
He also has that one song that he did with Quincy Jones when he was a little kid. That was at the beginning of the. Tomorrow will bring a better you, a better me. You know, we'll show this world. It's all the kids singing. We got more.
Never heard of it.
Oh, my song.
Booty
Everybody
tag.
say tomorrow is just for us.
And he was Powerline.
Touche.
Powerline is considered 90s R&B. All right, next up. Listen, for y'all saying who did the seating, the people voted. They didn't know they were seating. They just voted on who they liked the most. And they did the votes. Like who got the most was number 1. Who got the least is number 16. 2, 15, down and on. All right.
Got it.
Next is Babyface and Donnell Jones.
Ooh.
So you know when you're making a big purchase, you usually do the research. You're over there looking at reviews. You're trying to get expert opinions. You're just trying to make sure the purchase is right. Well, excuse me, you might not know this. Brands that have CBD in their products, a lot of them be lying. They don't even have 60% of what they say they got up in their product.
They be lying.
See, this is why I messes with Next Evo. When it comes to a de-stressor and when it comes to a sleep aid, Next Evo is the product that I choose to use. I have a lot of responsibilities on my plate. I am doing a podcast with my friend Kevin, a podcast with my husband, a podcast with Kevin and Melissa.
And you on a television program.
I'm on a television program. We starting up Ask God Angel. I got 4 kids. I got mama likes. It's so many things. And what I know is that I'm not more productive just because I'm stressed. I'm actually less productive. So to be able to use Next Evos to help give me a peace and a calm, I love. And my husband uses their sleep aid because he is a terrible sleeper in general. He sometimes has a hard time going to sleep and a hard time staying asleep. So 30 minutes before he goes to bed, he takes their triple action CBD sleep. It has Smart Zorb CBD to calm his mind, fast action melatonin to help him get to sleep fast, and control release melatonin so he can sleep longer and wake up refreshed. Meanwhile, I take the Stress CBD complex, which is the Smart Zorb CBD and whole plant ashwagandha, clinically proven to reduce stress by up to 70% and improve concentration by 50%. And the thing about the Smart Zorb CBD, if you want to know about it, is first of all, it's Next Evo's Smart Zorb CBD. It's proven to have 30 times better absorption in the first 30 minutes and 4 times the overall absorption as other products. All right. So this is what we want you to do. Upgrade your CBD by going to nextevo.com/SK to get 20% off your first order of $40 or more. That's 20% off $40 or more at nextevo.com/SK.
SK.
Donnell.
I'm picking Donnell. Was Babyface a crossover?
I'm gonna tell you what. Babyface wrote "Waiting Till Exhale" the soundtrack, which has some 90s R&B.
Are we judging them on their being the artist or being a songwriter, producer?
I'm saying their music, the music he was responsible for.
But is that what we said at the top? At the
Well,
top,
he said the
we
sound
don't know
and the
what
feel.
other
Well,
people.
Babyface, his music.
No. Because we don't know what these other people then wrote. Then we got to go back. We don't know what Tamia
You
then
know,
wrote.
Cut Close ain't writing nothing else.
I bet you Soul to Soul was probably on a lot of people's writing credits.
Well, then you put SWV in Michael Jackson's pocket. Because then they.
Because they did Human Nature. I mean the Human Nature the Human Nature sample. They're asking for a redefinition of the rules.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the rule book.
Because I thought we were
I
putting
encourage everyone to
artists.
choose the acts that best represent the sound and feel of the 90s.
Acts. He was not an act when he was a producer, writer. So we go off of his songs. Let's look at Babyface's songs.
Okay, let's look at Babyface's songs then. As Babyface, the solo artist, since y'all don't respect Face.
What you mean I'm biased? Why would I be more biased over Donnell than Babyface?
Dang, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of Babyfaces in.
Who we're choosing is based off of our bias to our sound that we're going for.
Absolutely.
All right, his studio albums. 93 he had For the Cool in You. 96 In the Day.
They're very 80s.
And I guess collaboration albums don't count because most of these were with a deal in 2014. So, all right, so let's look at the For the Cool in You album.
It's got a very 80s feel. I remember For the Cool of You album. You don't even know half the songs. He's like...
And the Day, all right. Every time I close my eyes, featuring Kenny G. There you go.
Wait a minute. Why did you just sing every time I close my eyes? I wake up feeling so horny.
Babyface.
Babyface has never said horny on any song.
Show late. This is Babyface and Kenny G.
This feels 80s to me. It feels like wedding season 80s, but no, it is 90s. In June.
Come on now, and I love Donnell.
I'm going with Donnell.
I love Donnell, but Face off this?
Yeah, not enough.
And every time I close my eyes, I got you.
Okay, again, if you were at a 90s party.
I know.
Babyface is not going on there as an act. Not as an act.
Babyface, Talk to Me.
You know you don't know this song.
I cried.
Nobody's requesting this.
This is not defined a thing.
Kev's losing steam.
Come on, man. Babyface, help me. Why y'all not letting me use Waiting to Exhale? How come, how long? Babyface, let's go. Come on, Face. Let's skip to the part everybody likes. You tell me you can't do that to me. You tell me you can't do that.
All right, Kev, run the top 2 Donnell songs immediately.
Play Donnell.
Kev's being,
play that man.
Kev's being biased.
Come on. Panties wet immediately.
Whip Appeal is 1990. Whip Appeal.
Whip Appeal is not going to make it for him. Come on.
Baby girl.
Come on, shoulder.
I will be coming home.
Hey, look, gonna throw that shoulder out.
I'd rather be alone. Yes! She doesn't really understand me. Lovely.
Baby!
Then the cheek.
Baby!
These 90 songs. Come on.
Let's just hear Whip Appeal. Just listen to Whip Appeal. Oh, this baby looks 17 in this.
They don't throw rain sticks in music anymore like they used to.
To hurt a
Whip Appeal, y'all.
If this don't sound like the 80s.
Whenever Kev don't know, he goes here.
That's 90s R&B.
This is 80s right here.
Nah. Dang, Babyface. What you saying, Josh? Because I voted Face. She said Donnell. What did you say?
Donnell.
Vote him off the island.
The youngins, us youngins got to stick together over here.
All right, next is Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat.
Oof.
Bobby Brown to me is 80s.
He feels very 80s, but let's
he was pop.
Prerogative is
Let's
when.
get Prerogative. I think it might have been 90s.
Prerogative.
Do what you want to do.
And he was the king of R&B.
Come on.
And he was in that helicopter with Ja Rule. That was in the 2000s, but I just really liked that. He came out the helicopter like.
I feel like Keith is very 80s.
Keith is 90s to me, Angel.
And y'all gotta understand, some of my bias is that if my older sisters were huge fans, it already feels 80s to me.
Now, Bobby Brown's biggest album by a landslide is Don't Be Cruel.
Don't beg crow.
And that was in 1988.
Okay.
You know who produced that? Babyface. Of course he did.
Too bad we didn't sing on
that
it.
track list, Don't Be Cruel, My Prerogative, Roni, Rock With You, Every Little Step, all the big
80s.
Bobbies is 1988. Yeah. His 92 album is Bobby.
What you sang on now?
Pumping Around.
Oh, ain't nobody humping around. Okay, so when did Keith do his songs?
Keith Sweats.
Well, I guess he will be like, I think about him being on Martin.
Keith Sweat. Keith was 90s Angel. He Twisted 96, Nobody 96, Make It Last Forever.
Keith, it is.
Make It Last Forever is 87.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember my sisters loving his stuff.
How Deep Is Your Love, 87. I know Keith from 96 on. I didn't realize Make It Last Forever was that far into the 80s. I for sure thought that was 90, 91.
No,
that was 87.
Being a child. You know,
Bobby's more 80s too. Bobby's heyday was 80s.
Neither one of them should be on here, but if we got to choose one, I'm gonna now go with Keith because I definitely put Bobby in the wrong. I guess
I'm gonna go with Keith.
Decade.
I'm gonna go with Bobby.
See, us youngins got to stick
That's just because
together.
you met him.
I did meet him. Very nice.
I met
Much
Bobby.
more chill than the
really
movies would
nice.
make you think. He was very chill and grateful and calm.
Nice family.
All right, next is Maxwell and I'll Be Sure.
Maxwell.
I'll be sure you're not making it across this next round, buddy.
Yeah, Maxwell. Al B. Definitely. I remember. If he feels more 80s to me, even though I know he's 90s.
Yeah. All right, Brian McKnight and Johnny Gill.
Brian. I don't think I know Johnny Gill.
Johnny Gill's his big song, My, was 90s, wasn't it?
Mama. I don't know.
It was 99,
Good
wasn't it?
Tonight. Early 90s had to be.
Had to be early 90s.
So damn fine. You got me saying.
90.
He was doing all that
Hey.
stuff. Against who?
Brian McKnight.
What? It's Brian. Miracle dream come true. Just wanna
think Brian McKnight probably had
Did he
more
write
songs.
That? When he write that?
Back at one is 2001. Anytime 97. The Only One for Me 97.
When he write that? Let me make
Tell
your
you how
pussy
your-
talk.
That was like 2013 or 14. They're not putting that up on his Wikipedia.
What was the song? How did it go?
Let me show you how your pussy works. Did you know that you could squirt?
Wait a minute. Why do you still?
I don't think that's a cuss.
No, but why do you know how?
Oh, I thought that was the most hilarious thing ever. I didn't think he was being for real.
He was on them things.
Did you know? It's so funny to tell a woman. Did you? Let me show it how it works. Did you know it could squirt?
Did you know? She's like, actually, that was just pissed.
Hold on now. Brian McKnight, Johnny Gill is very 90s R&B. I don't really be hearing Brian McKnight on the 90s R&B like that.
He's 90s.
But people be bumping him in the playlist.
You know, because all of his stuff was ballads, where Johnny Gill got to have some up.
But
tempo.
My My's ballad.
But that's not that's what 1990 it came out.
91.
It's also ridiculous.
What?
That's why you got
90,
me saying,
90, I'm sorry.
my. It's ridiculous. That's why also. Put your nightgown on. Let your
rubbing me the right way. I don't know. What are you saying, Angel?
I'm in the mood.
Brian or Bobby?
Brian.
I mean Brian or Johnny?
Brian McKnight.
I'm gonna say Johnny. Josh, it's up to you.
I'm gonna say Brian. I don't really know Johnny Gill.
All right.
Boom.
Next up is
Let's
Boys to Men and Levert.
Boys to Men. What? Levert?
Johnny was in that.
Yes.
No, he was in LSG. He was
He was in a drug.
Jagged Edge and BBD.
Oh, but BB.
BBD
Jagged Edge.
Were they early 90s?
Yes, they
Their
were.
big hits
The
were the
problem
early.
is because they're so associated with a 80s group.
Yeah.
It is hard to disassociate their the 80s off of them. So
And
I'm
that
going to go
Poison
with
was
Jagged Edge.
90. Poison was 90. Poison. That,
Girl,
man, that went 4 times
I must
platinum.
warn you. Now, let me
Jagged
tell you.
Edge was, were they 90s or early 2000s? Them like Promise and all that? And
was
Meet Me at the
both.
Altar?
Both. They were late 90s.
Oh, Let's Get Married is barely squeaked in at 99. Promise is 99. I Gotta Be is 97. Where the Party At's 91. See, they're like late to beginning. Their hype was like
91 is Where the Party At?
2001.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was
Yeah.
in college. You got to be like.
Yeah, 2001.
I think that sound is the transitional sound into the 2000s.
For sure. I'm saying Jagged Edge.
You know what is also the issue, the problem, therefore, why we have a hard time is that the 90s did have a very hard turn towards the end.
And those two groups are like 90 and 97. Those two, that's very like Poison.
Yeah.
It's
Poison's
still
an
very
anthem.
like end of 80s, early 90s.
Yes.
And Jagged Edge, to your point, Josh, is like, that's closer to like 8701 type of music. Then so that's kind of really pronounced.
Then plus the whole neo soul laying right on top of all of it. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. We trying our best.
I'm saying 90s sound. Also, outside of Poison, did they have another big song that was 90s? ABC, BBD, the East Coast Family.
Never skip the beat.
No.
Difference and all the Philly
But
states.
what
you can
about
eat.
the sound?
Back in school, we used
'Cause
to dream
that is the
about
sound.
every day. But
Did
no,
it really matter? The
that's what I'm
bridge,
saying,
the bridge.
though. No, that was what my whole thing was just now. The sound of 90s R&B is a spectrum.
Big spec.
And
Spectrum.
and I am saying that we can't just ignore the late sound of the sound of the late 90s, or this needs to be a competition about early 90s. Then that's different. We're not doing that. We're doing the whole spectrum.
Okay, the Patreon is saying, "Do me."
Do me, baby. Oh, yeah. Do me, baby.
First of all, everybody is biased. Everybody is biased.
When did that come out? That's big 80s.
1990.
That
sounded like the beginning of My Prerogative, didn't it?
Yes, because it's big 80s energy.
That's sound like Teddy Riley.
That's that swing.
New Jack Swing for
Do
sure.
me, baby. Oh, yeah. Do me, baby. Oh, yeah. Do me, baby.
Everybody who's saying bias, I want you to look up bias in the dictionary. You can't do this without bias.
That's what I'm
How
trying
can
to.
you
That's
not
what I'm
be
trying
biased?
to say.
Look it up in the dictionary.
Before I make sweet love backstage. First of all, they talking about
Yeah. Yeah.
statutory rape. And we were like, yeah, backstage, underage, adolescent.
Why did
How
you say
doing?
that?
She replied,
Why would
I
you
like to do
say
the wild
that?
thing because they're terrible. Place, hey, don't will. Then
All right,
forget
let me
it.
tell you
Again,
what.
the I,
I'm
the
saying
N,
I'm saying
the
Jagged
N,
Edge
the wild,
because
y'all.
backstage underage. I'm not voting for backstage underage adolescent. I feel dirty.
That's out.
That's
Backstage underage. Y'all stay in the first bracket.
they sang it in a song.
Y'all underage adolescent. We got it
How
at
you
backstage
doing?
underage.
She replied, I like to do the wild thing. Action took place. Here they're admitting the crime.
It was clear in the backstage underage part, sir. You didn't need to then go ahead and clarify it. We're about to have the same exact problem with this next one. We're into groups now. I mean, we're still into groups. Still in groups. New Edition
No, they're 80s.
and Troop.
Troop. New Edition does not have a 90s sound. They were broke up before the 90s.
They are the new.
That's what
edition.
Bobby's solo record was in the 88.
Yeah,
he left New Edition to
they
make
threw
it.
Johnny Gill in there.
So their rise to stardom is 81 to 85, 85 to 89, solo project, 96 to 97, Home Again, Reunion, and Hiatus.
Yeah. No, they
So
don't
did they
even
even
make
release an album
No,
during the
that's what I'm
90s?
saying. The people who are older than us that put this together are confused. See, even Whitney
Home
fell
Again
down.
is their only 90. They're
Whitney
only
said, "What is
96,
this?"
90. Home Again is their only 90s release.
It ain't happening.
Hit Me Off, I'm Still in Love with You, You Don't Have to Worry.
Oh, they said Troop is the 80s? Give me a Troop song.
Nah, Troop has this.
Tell me what
Actually,
you
Troop
want.
says Nehu, which is 90s.
That's 90 stamp.
Tell me what you need.
Oh, that's Drew Hill.
Tell me. Oh yeah, this feeling 80s. You all right? This overture.
Nehu.
When did that come up? Day and night.
Hey.
Get you out my mind.
Hey.
Think about you all the time. All the time. Yeah.
1990.
Okay, there we go. For you to pass away. Hearts to ring.
This song was released in 1990.
Hey, that's the girl for you. Come on. So what are you gonna do? Hey, girl, my heart.
This is a Jackson 5 cover.
It feels
Did you
like
know that?
It feels like Motown.
It is.
With all this all the harmonies. Get you off my mind day and night.
Listen to Home Again.
All the time. Yeah. Get home. Come on.
I don't know.
Home Again? Are you gonna play?
They said listen to the album. We don't have time.
The whole album. The whole album.
For New Edition people, what's the one song that you were saying we should listen to?
Still in Love?
Who's that? New Edition?
Please. I don't know. Hit him off. Hit him off. Hit him off is what they're saying.
For who?
Well, we about to find out. Just think of you.
This is New Edition, Still in Love.
Hit me off.
Who's Hit Me Off?
I got it. It's New Edition.
Is that Hit Me Off?
Yeah. Come on, get to the song, god dang it. Why are you wasting our time, people? Sure. You drive me crazy. I remember this. This Johnny singing hard. In the shower.
I'm sorry. I'm voting for Troop. Who are you voting for, Angel?
I said Troop from the beginning.
Joshy?
Troop.
All right. Tone, and After Seb.
Oh my God! It's gonna be Tony, even though I like After Seven.
Tony is after it again.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jodeci H-Town.
If Jodeci.
Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Sorry, H-Town.
Feels good.
I'm still rocking out of the boots. Guy and Silk.
Oh, they're the same people to
Silk
me.
is Let Me Lick You Up and Down.
Let me lick you up and down till you say
Is that
stop. Yeah, freak me, babe. Freak me. It's that short dude with the big head.
I
wanna get freaking.
Freak me, baby. I remember when that song came out, I was like, I want to lick somebody. I would love to lick.
There's a meeting in my bedroom. Boom, boom,
Girl,
boom.
please don't be late.
Oh my God, the corniest things we like. Who does it? Late.
All right, Guy is Aaron Hall. I miss you.
I'm talking to your baby. And what's his name?
I miss Teddy Riley.
Yes, I was about to say Mr. Dyed Beard.
God.
Let's chill. That's
guy?
90s. Yeah. Baby, let's settle down. They're 80s.
I want to get freaky with you.
Come on. Baby. Come on.
Don't stop.
Come on.
Baby.
Sing it, Kevin. Don't stop. It's definitely
Oh, my
Silk.
God.
Silk is 90s. Guy is very 80s.
All right. Silk for me is well, it doesn't matter. Whoever they went was gonna lose to Jodeci anyway in a landslide. All right, 112 or High Five? High Five.
112.
High Five.
Let me tell you what I wanna do.
High Five. Who is High Five? Why do I love them?
Yeah, Kev. What's that one song they sing?
Who is High Five? Let me tell you about a group I love. High Five. This is I know them. The Kissing Game. I like.
Oh snap!
The way.
Why? Look at how wrong they look right the whole.
Some
old niggas.
I like it. High Five. They didn't get their just desserts.
They did.
112 ain't got nothing on High Five. Kissing Game alone. We ain't even gonna talk about shoot. What is we ain't gonna talk about?
You ain't gonna talk about I Can't Wait Another Minute?
First of all, the first 3 songs on YouTube are Kissing Game Remix, Kissing Game Overdub.
Exactly, because that was
Can't Wait Another Minute. That's the other one I like. Who didn't remember this? Wanna make it mine. The lights down low. It's very slow.
This bridge, my favorite part, Kev.
The bridge? I'm gonna skip to it. Here we go. I feel for real. Wait another minute.
Got the lyrics
I can't wait another minute
can't.
for your love.
For your love.
You don't know
I've
this
never
song?
voted for High. No.
I know this song.
I say High Five.
You don't know this song?
I got in the accident. And I hit my head. The doctor said, you know all them High Five songs you learned and loved?
They're out of here.
Kissing Game is going to be the only one you can remember off the top of your head. But the rest of those hits that you loved.
You ain't gonna remember.
So what y'all say? High Five, High Five?
112. Big. The Let me tell you what I wanna do. Slim is not Slim no more. That's
He big?
Wow.
He's not Slim.
He regular?
S sucks when you're named after your size. And then you have to maintain it. And this is not shade. He's just not. He was a skinny
He
dude.
was a
like
baby when he was slim.
So it was all that fruit.
all the fruit, that peaches, but then that cream he caught up. He's like he regular grown man size.
Blackstreet didn't get picked, y'all. We didn't make the seeding. We ain't gonna say it again.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised.
Next is Mint Condition versus Drew Hill.
It's been an hour.
We took Shy out. Has it been an hour?
Yes.
Has it really?
Yes.
We did through one thing.
That's what I said. We're not going to make the Elite 8. Part 2 coming soon.
Was this really an hour?
We're at an hour and 2
How
minutes
you
right
think
now.
you thought
From when we started or when we pressed play?
No, the stream's been up for an hour and 20.
Okay. Dang.
Kevin, this is R&B music. You thought we were going to get done with this? You know I got to sing every single song plus a little song. And then I don't know people's names.
Okay, now that we know all the groups, do you think we can speed through in 30 minutes?
No.
What time you got to be done?
I got therapy at 1.
Dang. We got through one round.
You did pretty good.
Dang. All we got is Drew Hill versus High Five. I mean, I really wrote High Five in there. I meant to put 112. How did that happen?
You son of a gun.
So, shoot, what y'all want to do? Dang, we come back to it? How we do this?
Yeah, we can come back to it.
Another day?
Yeah, we can do this as another bonus, another day.
We'll go to round 2 another day.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to save this here. Let me send this to Josh so we can keep up with it. One day we'll come back and do the round of 32.
Next time we need an evergreen episode.
Next up, we'll do round 2. Shoot, let me email it.
There's no bonus next week, so you ain't gonna get it next week either.
Charlene, because I'm on vacation.
Wait a minute.
Man. All right, don't let me ever delete this off my computer.
Delete it.
Put it in the notes.
Smart Josh. We'll come back to this another day. Next time we need a bonus real quick, and we don't want to. Next time we got to double up. We'll do that.
I can't speed through. I'm not gonna do it.
We can't speed through. No,
It's only going to get harder from here.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm gonna have
now
more
we just
discussion.
some of these rounds were easy.
They were throwaways.
You want to talk about fussing?
Yeah, we gotta fuss a little bit more.
We only threw the round of 32. We got to fuss a little bit. Mary J. Blige. This is what we have when we come back to it. These are the rounds that we're gonna have to argue about. Mary J. Blige versus Deborah Cox. Aaliyah versus Erykah Badu. Brandy versus Faith Evans. Toni Braxton versus Monica. That's gonna be an argument. That's 20 minutes right there. SWV versus Janae. Escape and Brownstone's pretty easy. But SWV and Escape gonna meet in the Sweet 16. We're gonna tune in for that. We're gonna get Tasha and Tamika on.
Yeah, we are.
In Vogue versus Groove Theory. TLC versus Destiny's Child. TLC versus Destiny's Child? Yeah. We can fuss about that for an hour long.
I don't think there's no competition.
Who you think it is?
I ain't saying they got a C part 2.
Tune in?
Yeah.
All right, Usher versus Joe. D'Angelo versus Tevin Campbell. Donnell Jones and Bobby Brown. Maxwell and Brian McKnight. Boyz II Men and Jagged Edge. Troop and Tony. Jodeci versus Silk. And 112 versus Drew Hill. Let me tell you which one I'm certain about. 112, get the hell out.
This was one of the worst. There's so many people missing that I just can't.
Blackstreet and Drew Hill are the most. I knew the song. First of all, Sounds of Blackness is just crazy.
Like, who put
Moke
that
and
on
Steph. You could put Moke and Steph where, even though they would have lost, actually Moke and Steph versus Brownstone is a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blackstreet and Drew Hill not being included, and Moke and Steph, and 808. Boom Like a 808. Who was that? Black. Were they 90s or 2000s?
They're 90s.
All right.
Boom like an 808. Yeah, this is one of the worst. I feel like
we didn't make this.
We didn't.
We just using it. Shout out to y'all who made it. It's always hard. Easy to critique, harder to make. All right, we're gonna take 5. We're gonna do the main
new link.
New link come in. Come back and join us. I got the P.
Go party.
And next week there will be no bonus. I'm taking a week off vacation. Our kids are in spring break. We going on vacation, and we'll be back. It'll be the next week, and I'm off for the whole month of April. Well, when I tell you, boy, Columbia, South Carolina is
we could have been off now.
Abysmal. We got into it. Me and the owner of the club, my agent. I told my agent, I'll just tell y'all this real quick. I said, man, hey, we gonna consolidate these shows from 3 to 5, right? There's no reason to do a Thursday night show, and there's no reason to do a late Saturday.
3.
Or 5 to 3, I'm sorry. Consolidate from 5 to 3. And the owner was like, no, we need you to do the Thursday because there's more tickets sold. And I said, we going to do 3 shows or we're going to do 0 shows.
Come on.
I'd rather just pay my comedians a kill fee and nobody's going to argue with getting paid to stay home. Cancel the hotels. Cancel the flights. Good thing about right now, you can get some of these flight things back.
Yeah.
They'd be like, all right, you got a credit, right? Now, when that changes, things are going to be different.
Yeah.
Hotels, because of my status, they'd be like, Kev, you got the cancel. You ambassador? Oh, go ahead. So my agent called back. He said he was okay with the 3.
Of course.
He said he didn't necessarily like it when he did the math. Yes, 0 plus 1. What do you
What do you think? 0 plus 0. How much you getting? Nothing.
And the thing is, I was telling Lissa, we bombed in Columbia every time. Sales-wise, real comedians and social media bombed in Columbia year 1. Year 2, we went to a church. The only reason it did well is because I had dropped the tickets from $30 to $10. And them Colombians was like, okay, at 10, I'll come on in.
Absolutely.
At 30, it was going to be right at that church. So I love y'all.
Why you keep going back?
I didn't keep going back. This is the first time I've been there since 2019.
Why are you back there?
Because I thought Melissa's sister lives there.
That's it.
Apparently. And the other thing is this just
apparently.
I don't know. And I didn't realize geography got me again. I didn't realize how close Columbia was to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what Josh said.
An hour and a half in, y'all go on the show. Y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be having stuff in your city.
Right.
Y'all know, y'all like, wait, I ain't got to go to Charlotte? Well, I ain't leaving at all. That's what they said. I go to Charlotte or I don't go. So anyway, I just took the L to the face. You can't spell successful without an L.
That you can spell success.
Yeah, but that's just one time.
I'm just
all right, we'll see y'all Patreon in a little bit, and for the main episode.
Get in.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. with my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.